Gamers, welcome into the stream. How's everybody doing today? It is the Peach Tournament. We're finally here. We're finally ready. We're going to be in the call in about 2 seconds with my man Grim and my man Xonic. So let's get over there. Let's get that going right now. So Xonic, you're the one that actually put this tournament together. A lot of work went in for Xonic on this. So if you could kind of just walk us through the rules, the idea behind it, and kind of just run through the tournament a little bit.
We have pretty basic rules. Stuff like Ashen Estus, Perseverance, and Exploding Bolts are limited. Other things like they're limited to 9 uses because, you know, Grim really wanted that, but they're still limited. Stuff like Healing, Reset, Chimes are banned. Quick Step is banned because no! Grim is coping extremely hard right now. You know, your PKCS, your Corvian, your Murky's banned. You have spells like Fire Switch are banned, and then the glitches, you know, you can't pivot cancel. You can't.
Why?
You can't RKSS RC. Grim's life.
No!
So, you know, it's just really sad time to beat Grim.
Yeah, so if Grim's actually trained his Peach entirely to use, you know, regen, harp, and quick step, was kind of the whole thought process that Grim went into his Peach. So perhaps this is going to be a little bit tricky now, seeing how it's going to play out with the rules.
Had the drop because Grim realized too.
Well, you see, I am trying to incorporate the Gabby strat. You can't mind game me if I have no mind, and in order to achieve that level of gameplay, I had to forsake my ability to read, and so I didn't read the rules.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
How this is gonna work is, I know you guys aren't here for me. You guys are here for Grim's beautiful commentary, LBU as well.
Like you should.
I'm not gonna be talking. And am I good to start summoning people in?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I am all set.
So,
Grim, if you want to run over and make sure you can't lock onto me, make sure I'm in a good place to not be locked onto. That would be nice. All right, so we have Diamond as one of our Peaches, and who is the other Peach?
Peach is Discount Peanut, who I'm not seeing the sign of right now, so I'm gonna hopefully get him in soon.
So if you guys didn't know, Discount Peanut, to my knowledge, somehow got banned on Steam, like an hour before the tournament. We don't know how, well, I guess we do know why that happened. He was using some sort of modded client, not cheat engine. He wasn't banned from Dark Souls 3. No, he was banned from Steam altogether. And that's really the kind of luck that we have as a Dark Souls 3 tournament organizer. One of the combatants just gets banned on Steam. I don't know how that happened.
How do you not have Estus on your character?
Oh my god, we are dealing with Peaches. Holy shit.
There we go.
He doesn't want to be in the card.
Oh my gosh.
Diamond Enderman versus Discount Peanut. Round 1. Let's see these Peaches fucking square it off. Let's go.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. For a second there, I thought you didn't know the match started.
Alrighty.
He's already given up about 2/3 of the arena to him.
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna see Diamond kind of come in, just immediately putting some pressure in with that off-stock straight sword. We're gonna see the sword and board coming out from Peanut, really trying to apply as much pressure as possible here, but the backswing's gonna come in, able to catch him there. We're gonna see the backswing counter, trying to find some, but really, really good spacing there by Diamond, able to just back up around that. Really, really good spacing here. We see him really keeping the pressure, forcing him into the corner. That's gonna be the counter backswing, comes out to get a little bit of damage out. 4 R1s are able to land, and now the pressure's gonna swap. We're gonna see the Ring Knight weapon art come out, trying to find as much pressure as we can with that, but the Godhards is there to try to reclaim as much of that map as we can. Really good map controls coming out from Diamond here. The off-stock trying to come in for the punish, pushing the opponent back, but gonna kind of give him some room there. Must have been low on stamina or something to not keep that pressure going, but here's gonna come the trade in favor actually of Diamond, but he's gonna back up, tries to go for the roll catch, unable to actually land it, and there's the R1, and that is gonna be it.
You know what that match looked like? It looked like if you took one of those deep learning AIs and they just simulated what they think a Dark Souls 3 match looks like. People just eating perfectly reactable Goddard R1s, a little bit out of range because they don't think of fucking Phantom range. That's what it fucking looked like, and it just hurt my soul to watch that.
You know, it is one of those things. It's, you know, spacing is going to look a little bit interesting here. It's going to be curious because spacing is one of those things that you don't, you know, you can learn weapons in a pretty short amount of time, but fundamental spacing, etc. It's going to be a little bit tricky to see how quickly these players were able to pick that up. So it'll be very interesting to see, you know, moving into this next match.
I think I'll see someone like toggle cheats before I see someone swap.
You know, that is the best counter to any setup is to just toggle. We are on PC after all.
So, looking at this bracket, I do not know who any of these Peaches are, but that's sort of to be expected. I do know who most of their, like, teachers are, but what stood out to me is that all of them are mid-tiers. There's not a single high-tier player, except maybe Smoke.
I was going to say, well, we have Smoke and we have Futz, too.
Okay, I see them
as mid-tiers. And honestly, we have Red Light there. Red Light.
I see them as high mid-tiers.
Okay.
Which is still mid-tier.
Sure. All right, and there's the bolt in. Let's see if they're able to go here. Again, just giving up most of that map to Diamond here. Peanut really trying to take some time back. Goes for the backstep there. Perhaps he's trying to set up a ravioli, but there's going to be the off-stock into 2 R1s from the Godhards. Able to find the backswing. 600 damage combo comes out, and we're going to see a swap over. Is that Mailbreaker? Is that what I see? Yes, it is. We're going to see huge damage come through that. A kick, and then finds the R1 as well. Able to space out the attacks without a problem, but there's the shield in. Now able to find some damage with the backswing. Able to find the 4th backswing there. That was pretty solid. Now we're just going to swap back to the Godhards to try to finish this off, but the R1s are going to come in from Peanut and able to really stagger that enough to space it out and just find the damage and find the punish there, but not able to take any of the aggression off of that damage. Still forced back a little bit. Really good movement by Alan. That's going to be it right there, and Peanut is going to fall. That's going to be 2-0 for our man Diamond.
That was not a 1v1 in this tournament duel right here was not a duel. It was not a 1v1. That man was fighting a fucking 2v1. He was fighting his inner demons and his fucking opponent. I don't know where the fuck he was looking half the time. What's wrong with him?
Oh man. You know, it was really interesting to me to see that, you know, Peanut was able to find the pressure and find damage, really good stagger, you know, baiting in the punish that Diamond was throwing out, but he did not take that aggression and actually push him on the map. And one of the things I've noticed in the little bit of time I've had dueling at Old Wolf is map control is extremely important. And we didn't see Peanut try to take advantage of any of that map, which was definitely interesting to see.
All right, both of them are in.
Alrighty, right. So we're gonna see Maced and Potty here, and let's see how well they're able to handle it.
All right, let's go, gentlemen. Maced versus Potty, round 1.
All right, the bolt's in. We're going to see the split leaf coming out from Maced. And the jumping attack to come in actually doesn't attack. But we're going to see a little bit of pyros coming out. Okay, we're going to see the fire orb popping up there to try to get some range, give him some space to really try to aggress the split leaf. We'll see how well the straight sword pyro hand is able to do that. But we're going to see a lot of spams of this weapon up. But there's going to be the trade actually in favor of Maced in terms of overall damage, but positioning out on him, panic rolling that gets caught by the straight sword there. Here's going to come another pyro, but that's going to be 341 damage off the running attack of the split leaf there. Really good utilization of that, but unable to keep the pressure as that pyro is just there to keep the damage. We're going to see 2 of them cast, and then here comes the Black Serpent. Really trying to find the aggression off of that, trying to push him with the straight sword. Able to find 1R1, unable to land the backswing though, goes for the roll catch and able to find that. We're going to see the split leaf coming in, trying to get a little bit of pressure. No shockwave to help him out with that. The weapon art comes in and try to push through it, and he does. That's going to be a huge combo. 692 damage in total. Tries to get the roll catch, unable to find it, but here comes the running attack in. The Black Flame comes in, able to find a huge 838 damage, and there's the backswing right there, and that's going to be it. That's going to be Pody 1-0.
I'm always surprised by how well you commentate, LBU. But let me just talk about the start of that match. The start of that match is like one of those landmark moments in like a chess tournament that's talked about for years to come. The start of that match, the man runs over to him, accidentally jumps, and the split leaf man panic rolls against his jump as if that's just an insta-kill attack. Anyway, let's go. Round 2.
All right, here's going to be the bolt coming in. We're going to see possibly the same thing. Actually, looks like the split leaf is going to try to immediately take some aggression. We're going to see that fire orb coming out. Actually lands a little bit of damage. You know, all damage is permanent right now, so we'll see if they're able to keep this aggression going with that. Trying to find the way in now. Here comes the R1. Does not go for the backswing despite him being against the corner, but able to space that out. And here comes the full combo from split leaf. Does he continue the aggression out? He gets roll cut. 1190 is the damage off of that, and he's just going to sit back and put an orb up. The running attack comes in, really trying to find the aggression there. A little bits of damage. Now we're seeing that pressure from the split leaf finally come in. And let's see if he's able to find the aggression here, able to do the running attack for the trade, goes for the weapon art, instead decides to roll out, not wanting to, you know, get stuck in an animation that can be punished here. You know, trying to find the trade, and unfortunately that's going to be it for Potty, just able to completely negate any of the damage that straight sword had with the split leaf. So now it's going to be 1-1 Mason Bodie, bringing us into our match point.
Anyway,
Alrighty.
Mace versus Potty, it's 1-1, round 3. Let's go.
All right, and here comes the match point. The X-Bolt is in, and the Split Leaf immediately trying to find some ground, not wanting to let him set up with the Pyros, but here comes the Pyros anyways, able to find the R1 and the roll catch as well, and actually able to get off scot-free from those Pyros. And let's see if he's continuing this aggression with the Fire Orbs, and he is. He's just throwing them up and throwing them up, trying to win the chip battle here. And here comes the R1. Oh, the Pyro actually saves him! He was going to get hit by a full combo there, but it gets guard broken, or not guard broken, rather just poise broken by the Pyro there. Throwing out a lot of running attacks is the Split Leaf here, but there's going to be a neutral, and that's going to land, and that's going to be the roll catch. Not quite able to get around that one. Perhaps some Old Wolf helped him out there. Here comes the running attack, trying to find a little bit of damage, and here comes the straight sword, trying to find some damage into the Black Flame. Unable to find too much, and there's the running attack there to finish it off, and that's going to be maced. So yeah, really, actually, just by taking a look at it, this is one of the first, you know, we did see a little bit of Got Stock, we saw a little bit of Sword and Board, but we're actually seeing now the Rotten Grew with the offhand Morin Blade, which is a pretty strong setup as well. So
this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Huffle actually is gonna bring out to this, because there are certain setups that Rotten Grew will just kind of walk over. So I'm curious to see what we're gonna see come out from Huffle.
Oh, and we got, this
what the fuck?
This is gonna be interesting.
I mean, it's a good pick, but I don't think that people here are just that bad.
Okay, Huffle, you're gonna want to sit in the corner, my friend.
It looks like he went to Dagger, though.
Oh, God,
yeah,
he had a perfect chance to make a good meme.
We are going to see Malbreaker come out. Yeah, so Malbreaker versus Rotten Grew here, and we'll see what we're able to come out from this. And looks like we're going to have Mecha on the right, Huffle on the left. All right, the Bolt's out. We're going to see the Blossom come in, and we're going to see the Poison on Rotten Grew. So really, really strong setup coming out from Mecha, but a Dagger's not the worst thing to try to counter that, and let's see how he's able to find that. Just immediately corners himself, though. The running attack comes in off of Rotten Grew. There's an R1. Does he find the roll catch? Goes for the Wiggles. Actually doesn't take a roll catch. Gets baited into a false backstab there. Goes for the running attack again, unable to find that. And we're going to see the R1 still coming in from Rotten Grew. Rotten Grew just kind of controlling the map here, but there goes the weapon art in from Malbreaker into 3 R1s and able to land the 4th for the backswing. Let's see if they can keep this pressure going, but actually just kind of takes the damage and backs up a little bit. Again, cornered himself. The R1 comes out. There's the roll catch there. Actually goes for the roll into roll catch. Really good combo that we see from Mecha come out there. They're going to see that Poison is now on. Let's see how they're able to manage that. The pressure is now just in favor for Mecha. The backswing able to come out. That's a lot of damage. Extremely low now is the side of Huffle. We're going to see the throwing knives come out. Able to eat the Blossom there and able to get out free. Unable to land the roll catch is the side of Mecha. Now let's see, now that the tables are a little bit more even in terms of not having your health just drained, the running attack comes in, goes for the banish with the Malbreaker, unable to find it. We're going to see the bundle come out and able to try to find some damage there. Goes for the whiff punish. Really good roll actually comes out, but there's going to be the damage from Rotten Grew, and that's going to be it for Mecha. All right, there we go.
So apparently, this Peach, quote unquote, is a pro at fighting games. That's interesting. I want to be a 9. I'm going to be a 9 later.
Okay, there we go.
Anyway,
well, Grimm's found the first person he's going to be a 9 of the day, so that's you know. That's a good start. All right, here comes the Bull in. We're going to see the Poison buff coming back out from Mecha, trying to find, you know, any little bit of advantage you can get with that setup. Already pretty strong, but we're going to see the Malbreaker again, just kind of backpedaling. The running attack comes in, actually able to land that for some quick damage. Goes for the running attack again, and rolling into the opponent, trying to build some pressure that way. Very interesting strategy. We'll see how well it's able to play off. And let's see the running attack coming from Grew again. Now we're going to see the counter coming out from Malbreaker, but unable to actually do too much. Here comes the rolls. The Waggles come in, but unable to actually land anything, and gets pushed into a false grab, and able to get the Blossom out. Now is the side of Huffle. You know, Mecha really liking these running attacks, really throwing them out. There comes the RK Pugs! The soft swap to RK Pugs! Let's see how well we're able to pull this off. He looks like we're going to find the running attack there, but unable to land too much. Forces his opponent to roll after that, though. The running attack comes in from Grew, and now we're just seeing a lot of rolls thrown out from both players, but they've kind of found their feet again, back to neutral here. Running attack comes in, unable to find too much from that. Again, you know, Huffle just spacing that pretty darn well. Let's see if he's able to find anything. And here comes the L1! He landed! Almost a full combo! Does he keep it going? He doesn't! Able to roll out that as a side of Mecha! Gets hit by the L1 from neutral. Very strong use of the RK Pugs here. And we're going to see the Black Knight Shield come out to try to counter this. The one-handed Rotten Grew able to find the running attack there. Blocks out. We're going to see a fat roll. The first fat roll of the day. There's 2 R1s and the third, and that's going to be it. Mecha goes up 2-0.
Soft fucking swappers pay the fucking price.
Insane gameplay.
I sort of want to just give that match to Huffle there, or fucking, you know, Huffle. Because he just landed a fucking L1 with a Rigonite pair of greatswords. That's gotta be disrespectful. That's like getting a toxic proc off.
Alright, so unfortunately, List was in with his Peach, but something came up, so I'm actually curious what you guys in chat think, because I'm thinking of there's a couple ways we could do this. We could just give the match to Cicada, or we could get someone who's already lost and maybe have them fight against Cicada if you guys want to see more matches, or you can just move on to the semifinals. What do you guys think?
I will fight him with a +0 broken.
We'll figure it out, but for now we'll move on. I'll go figure something out, but for now we'll move on to the semifinals, and that match will be between Diamond and Maced, as you already have it set up. We haven't seen the armor swaps for like depending on what people are using yet. Oh, the point down. Oh my.
Okay, looks like Diamond is ready to go here. He does not a huge fan of Maced with the split leaf, or maybe there's some other beef we don't know about. But let's see if they're able to figure this out in their best of 5, because this is now best of 5, correct, Xonic?
It is right. We don't have any losers brackets, so we're gonna have as many chances for these people to settle it out.
Phenomenal.
That's the better gesture game.
This is like watching Salva and Accelera fight each other. It's just gestures for the whole time. And there's gonna be the bolt coming in, and we're gonna see the bundle onto the Godhards here. Doesn't even need a buff on the split leaf. Perhaps he's on a dark build or something. We're gonna see an R1 coming to running attack, able to actually land it there. Goes for the weapon art. Perhaps he thought he was gonna get hit by that and wanted to get the hyper armor in, but he's gonna get the bait into the full combo. And there it's gonna be. Does he find the R1? No, able to actually roll that now is gonna be Diamond there, and Diamond trying to find as much as he can here to switch this around. We're gonna see the split leaf actually playing quite bad, but able to find the damage, and again, and here comes the weapon art. Those are the full combo, unable to find any bit of it though. Goes for the whiff punish off the Godhards, unable to find that. But let's see how they're able to go forward. The running attack comes in, rolls into it, but there's gonna be the rolling attack, baited out perfectly, and the R1 in from split leaf, and that's gonna be it for Mace. So 1-0 in favor of Mace.
I'm gonna shoot this bolt and take a shit, because watching that split leaf combo basically made me shit myself. I'm hoping that this guy wins.
Alrighty, man.
All right, let's go.
All right, and there comes the bolt in. The mirror points are coming out here. We're going to see actually Malbreaker to try to handle split leaf. Really, really interesting choice, and we'll see how well it plays off. Just building up that helicopter from neutral, goes for the R1. Really good spacing around it. Able to find a little bit of damage, but not able to get out before the chip comes in from the weapon art of split leaf. So, you know, really good idea of trying to get in there. But here's the R1 trade, and there's going to be the full combo as well. 827 damage, unable to find the R1 after. Condition him to roll that and to stagger it a little bit. Really good weapon art from Malbreaker there to find pretty good damage. See if they're able to continue this going. Each player's at neutral. The running attack comes in but gets countered by the Malbreaker, but unable to actually land the spacing. Insane spacing comes out from Maced as he just cleans up with the combo of weapon art, and that's going to be 2-0 in favor of Maced, pushing us to the match point of this best of 5.
All right. Hold on. Let me check. Oh, fuck. All right. Mace for split leaf versus off-stock Goddards. Let's go.
In terms of health and pressure, but there's going to be the bait into the off-stock, and then he's able to run into that again. There's the R1. The split leaf is just really too strong here. A huge set of damage, but again, actually doesn't. We're going to see the backswing come to find the tear stones to help him. Really good strafe there to actually find the damage, and there's going to go for 2 more times. The backswing from split leaf. The backswing from split leaf, able to find the kill, and that's going to be Maced. 3-0, moving his way into a final match.
It reminds me of that one quote from Overlord when Shaltier says, "I can only tell a difference of strength in meters. I can't tell the difference between 1 or 2 millimeters."
So in that scenario, are you the meter or the millimeter?
I am the kilometer. Anyway, let's go.
All right, the bolt's in. We're gonna see the poison buff coming out, and is that
you suck
dual charms coming out we're seeing there? Interesting. Trying to bait him into that, and there's going to be a spear off stock coming out, and there goes for the R1. The running attack able to space that very, very well and just get in to apply some pressure. There's going to be 2 R1s really trying to set up the vortex here. Doesn't go for any staggers, just throwing them out there, trying to build up that poison as fast as possible. 2 R1s going to come out, and the bait for the poke of the S-stock. 306 damage come out there, and let's see how we're able to continue this progress going. So kind of not really taking advantage of that and just kind of letting him get around there. There's going to be the roll catch into the stagger into 2 R1s. Goes for the backswing, able to find it there. You know, Sakata just back up against the corner. Now we're going to see the poison come off. Tries to go for the rapier, but a little bit out of range is going to be the side of Mecha, and Mecha just trying to find the damage here. Able to strafe that, goes for the backstab, unable to land it, but here comes the running attack in and goes for 2 R1s, unable to land either one of them, and you know, rolls off of the spear there. There's going to be the spear into the rapier, unable to find too much there, and let's see if they're able to continue this pressure going. You know, the range certainly favors Sakata, but we're going to see a trade come out. Sakata's got to be on his last health there, and we're actually going to see a turtle come out here, and that's going to be it right there. Mecha is going to be 1-0.
Anyway, let's go. I don't know what round it is. I don't care.
This is round 2. We Mecha in favor. That one-handed bind it, possibly just trying to keep the range, but the running attack comes in from Curse, able to find a little bit of space, but unable to take advantage of it as the R1 follow-up is gonna miss. It just forces a loss of pressure there and backs up a little bit. Here comes that rapier in to find 2 hits, goes for the third actually for the roll catch, unable to land that. I would have liked to see the Bident there to try to mix that up a little bit, but really just throwing things out from neutral, and the Bident's gonna find it. So Mecha able to fall for that, but here comes the R1s. Let's see how the reaction rolls are able to come out or not. Really taking his time on those rolls, but you know, he's able to find the roll catch into the damage. We're gonna see Poison now come out, and there's gonna be the trade. You really can't trade anything with Curve Sword and this low of latency, but the Curve Sword's gonna come out. Now the Poison probably just gonna finish him off here. And let's see if he's able to, and there's gonna be the throwing knife and the Poison to kill it. So really, really good play by Mecha there. Quickly gets that Poison built up and secures himself a second win. So we're gonna see match point in favor of Mecha.
The dude pulled out his moss and died with it in his hand. Poor guy. LBU, this matchup is really telling. Want to know how I can tell just by your commentary? The most hyped you got was when he finally landed in R1 with his main hand, one-handed spear. That's how bad this matchup is. The fact that he lands in R1 is just worthy of hype. Yeah, this is going to be a career. This dude's not swapping off spear. Let's go.
Again, the Curve Sword just walking forward, rolls into the spear, unable to land too much there as we're going to see the rolling attack comes in. The roll into R1, roll catches twice. The Bident just R1ing from neutral, trying to keep him at bay, but able to roll that without an issue. Really good spacing, and Strafe comes out from Mecha there, able to get it and find the damage against the Bident. Forcing him to backpedal into the corner now, we're going to see them go, oh, baits into the running attack and finds the R1. The range comes through from Gru, though, is able to find the damage, and the trades are now coming out. Unable to find too much there. Let's see, the running attack comes in, able to get the Blossom off and get free and clear. I'm very surprised that R1 didn't hit him. We'll see if they're able to continue this pressure going. There comes the R1's able to find the trade there, but the trade is going to be in favor of Curve Sword. Really good movement by Mecha to force him in a different direction. Now he's extremely low. The rolling attack tries to come in, unable to find too much there. Backing up a little bit now is Sakata just trying to play this on tier stones. We're going to see that dagger turtle come out to try to find the punish here. Unable to find the roll catch, but the panic rolls are coming in. Let's see if he's able to do anything with that. The R1's coming from Bident, unable to find too much, and the trade comes in, but that's going to be in favor of Mecha with the 3-0 moving him into the final match.
This Mecha dude, I just bodied him real quick. He fell for the funny swap to Great Bow, then swap to Guard Break weapon, and then swap to Black Knight Great Axe for the repose.
Congratulations, Graham. You beat somebody who has less than 100 hours in the game.
I know. His life is so good. It's like fresh meat. Like, you just can't get nothing better than fresh meat. After the tournament, host me. I'm gonna BO9 the winner.
Okay. So Grim, all in all, in the day, what do you think? Was there any surprises for you today coming into this, knowing that we're going to see newer players? Was there any surprises in seeing how well or poorly those players were playing?
So I expected like some really like orthodox gameplay here.
Okay.
I'm not getting that. I'm not sure if what I'm even seeing is gameplay. But I'm going to be surprised by like the outcome of the two strongest people in this tournament are like Dag's Apprentice and the Smoke Wolves. Sure. And well, that's because they're in the finals. But then again, I didn't know anyone here, so I guess seeing their matches in and of itself was a bit of a surprise. Yeah, and that's, I mean, I don't know how much of it is necessarily the trainers. Obviously, you're going to have players that just have some natural talent to the game. I think Mecha is a good example of that. From what I understand, he plays a lot of other fighting games and is quite good at those games. And, you know, I think mechanically, probably the best we've seen so far. But setup-wise, I will have to, you know, mention something about, I believe it's Maced, who was using the split leaf. And, you know, setup-wise, split leaf, like you mentioned, it's a really, really good weapon to kind of find your way around new players. It does take time to learn how to fight that weapon, especially if it's used correctly. And Mace was certainly using it unorthodox way, but it was still able to find the baits into people trying to punish that weapon art into the full trades, etc. So it would be really curious to see how the last one shows out. Well, here's the thing. I don't think anybody here is experienced enough to beat like Rotten Gru. I think there's just some wall that takes longer than anyone here had to train to like overcome it, and that wall is knowing how to roll Curve Sword. Actually, let me just sum it up as rolling correctly, reaction rolling, unbinding jump from roll. All right, looks like Sakata is finally in, and looks like we also have Diamond there as well. All right, so bronze match, round one, let's go.
But now we're finally going to see Diamond come out. The R1's are going to come in, able to find the roll catch with Biden there. Still just throwing in the R1s, tries to space it out and get the R1, but we're going to see the Rapier come out now. Again, I'm not sure that was really the play here. You know, Diamond's able to read that, get around it pretty easily. The R2 trying to land that.
I don't think him giving up space to spear is that big of a deal. Oh my god!
The parry!
As I was saying,
we talked bad. We talked poorly about the Rapier, but it's going to give him almost 700 damage free. Trade actually comes in favor there, so really, after he landed that parry, did a really, really good job of just simply baiting his opponent into trades. It's only like the neutral tries to find a little bit of damage. The R1 comes into punish, goes for the R1 for Biden. Unable to find too much there, but able to find the trade. And forces a trade into this Biden, and still... Oh, the parry comes in again! Absolutely insane! Of Diamond and force a little bit, but goes for the butt scratch tech, perhaps going for some recovery cancel. I'm not entirely sure. Goes for the off stock, or sorry, the off Rapier to try to find some damage. The off stock pull comes in from Diamond, able to find that. Does the running attack in for Cicada, and Cicada is up 2-0.
Parries are insane. These parries are insane.
No, those are
round one.
This is,
round one. Trade.
This is a best of 9 defeasing by 2 every time when he gets parried. He's not that kills that. Oh my god!
Almost almost lands it again! So really good setup. We're going to see him come off of that tool there, but now we're seeing the pressure coming in from Godhard's off stock. We saw 2 trades in favor of Diamond. And goes for the parry and almost actually lands it.
So they're both using Leering. Diamond, I think Diamond has made a mistake. I don't know if he'll notice this, but he has like RTSR on it. Doesn't swap back to Lightning. He just has it on.
Oh, no, I could have gone this entire tourney without knowing that, but now I have to fucking feel that in my bones. Feel that unoptimal gameplay in my bones. Why'd you tell me that?
And try to, continue to punish. The running attack comes in. Again, we see that sweeping circle into the running attack that Spear is so well known for. And the running attack to roll catch. And here comes the parry. He's going to set up into almost 3 L1s. So Cicada does win off of range. And there it's going to be again. That's going to be 3-1 in favor of Cicada. See again immediate pressure coming out from the front of Cicada, and they're just gonna stand in neutral and point up. Interesting plays here. Sportsmanship is something we don't see too much in Dark Souls, so very glad to see that come out.
They are BC.
Cicada able to space that pretty well and get around it, and there's the parry! He falls for it yet again. That is the 3rd time the parry we're seeing from Cicada come out is just too strong. Land too much, and we're gonna see the spacing still unable to land it. So again, in terms of spacing, Cicada's got the reach right now. But yeah, we are in RTSR range now, and we're gonna see those trades. That S stock damage coming out, the straight sword damage coming out. But there's the roll catch in by the one-handed Biden, and we're gonna see, actually taking that RTSR and trying to apply some pressure. Does not manage to land the trade.
That was the tightest strafe I've ever seen.
Find the running attack off the two-handed Biden. Swaps quickly back to the one hand, hopefully trying to set up another parry here. The R2's come in, and he's able to find damage. 364 onto Diamond. Again, just throwing out those pokes, and there's the parry again. And is able to find some damage on a Diamond, and here comes the trade coming in for Diamond. Let's see if it takes that aggression, but now here comes the spacing, just gonna whiff on it. I'm not sure what he read there, but really good spacing here. We're gonna see all of Cicada's health just drained. And now we're starting to see that spacing come out from Diamond, forcing him to swap the rings there. So the off stock comes in, trying to find a little bit of damage. Fighter feels bad, man. And let's see if they're able to find anything else back to neutral here. And there's the R1 in, and goes for the roll catch and does land it. So now Diamond coming through with a 3
comeback. What? Will we actually see the comeback here?
We're gonna see it again. And there's the parry, though. Really? That is gonna be another one. Awesome play that we saw come out from both sides there. Grim, thoughts on the entire matchup?
Lose that?
Was that the last one?
Yes. Cicada, you were able to secure the bronze in a 5-3 victory.
Congratulations, Cicada.
I just want to say that the parries, me and Diamond have fought each other so much. And, so we know each other. That's why I was able to parry him.
Yeah, y'all were sitting there screaming about the parries, and I was just sitting there like, yeah, this is normal between me and Cicada.
So we actually see an armor swap coming out from Mega. That's the first armor swap we've seen.
The cheap banana armor, dude.
He puts on fucking lap.
Yeah, the entire...
that must be like strike armor or something.
Yeah, very interesting to see. So we also see the offhand Morin Blade coming out. So now we're seeing, Mecha 2.0 here in our match 1.
Anyway, let's go. Round 1. It's the finals.
All right, the bolt's in, and actually Claymore comes out to fight the Split Leaf. Okay, you know, when in doubt, Hyper Armor
Denied.
tends to work, and there it is right
Both
there.
Suck.
2 R1s come out and to find the damage onto Mace. So Mace, you know, kind of trusting poise as this worked with every other weapon he's fought thus far. The Claymore is going to come out to find this. And I got to say, for a best of 9 for the finals of a Peach tournament, I'm really glad to see Claymore being used. We're going to see 2 R1s come out for the R1, R1, R2 combo. The Reddit True combo, unfortunately, does not land, but the spacing comes out from Splitleaf trying to punish that. You know, with Splitleaf with this setup, you know, it can be a little bit tricky to play around the Hyper Armor, but we'll see how he's going to actually manage that. Here comes the full combo. We'll see if Mecha's able to actually punish that. The R2 comes out. Really good play there to try to force him into a roll, but the trade is going to come out still in favor of Mecha. You know, really interesting to see this play out. We're going to see Mace does not know how to handle the Hyper Armor that we see, and it's just going to end right there. 2 more R1s from Mecha to finish it out. So 1-0 in favor of Mecha. Alrighty, and now we're going to see the Peaches back into their respective corners and the start of our second match. Let's see how Mace is able to handle the Hyper Armor of the Claymore. All right, and let's see them continue this here, and we're going to see the R1 comes in, but able to get the trade in for Splitleaf, but the damage is not going to work, and actually goes for that follow-up R1, and that's where it's going to lead. Actually was in favor in terms of overall damage of the trade. If we're able to find any, you know, really tight spacing from Mecha to try to get some punishes, and not Mecha, Mace to get some punishes in there, but Mecha's just going to continue walking forward and pressing R1, and that's going to be enough as of right now. But here comes the Splitleaf spacing that we were talking about. Does he go for the immediate R1? He does. Still going for that. Is yet to actually land aside from one time for him this entire tournament, but we'll see if they can continue the pressure here forward. There
Oh my god,
he's
fainting him out. He's fainting him.
Yeah, this is really good movement that we're seeing from Mace coming out to try to bait Mecha into those R1s, and that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, Grim, of the trickiness of this matchup. Is you really have to use movement to try to get that Claymore to do something that you can punish, and it's very tricky to do, and it's almost, you know, a finesse in a way to do it. And we're seeing Mace to try his hand at that, and we're gonna see the trade still come out, but goes for the weapon art instead of just backing out. And we're gonna see again that Claymore R1 just winning the Hyper Armor Tremor over and over, and the running attack so close, and we're gonna see nearly trading that out and winning was the side of Mace. But you know,
how much health does this guy have?
Mecha's gotta have less than 15 to 20 health here.
I need to find out. Just dynamite bolts, you little shit.
He has 28 HP. 28.
I did really want to see Mecha try to take on the Splitleaf with
the
Rut
CS,
and Brew,
yeah.
but I can't blame him for switching to Claymore. I mean, it's something, especially, you know, Mace, obviously, you know, he was able to find a little bit of damage, and that one was definitely closer to being in favor of Mace. But, you know, we were still able to see Mecha pull it out at the end. So I'm sure he's going to stay on Claymore. I would be shocked if he swaps off of it. But what I'm curious if Mace finds a way to get around that Claymore, if we will see Mecha swap. But there's still a lot of matches left. This is only going to be our third in this best of 9. So once we get these contestants in, we'll see how this one actually plays out.
Yep, let's see it.
Oh god. Anyway, let's go round 2. Or is it round 3?
This would be round 3. We're 2-0 in favor of Mecha. The R1's coming in still from Mecha, trying to find the damage any way possible, throws out 2 more R1s and just keeps pushing Mace back towards those corners, and, you know, just walks up to him and presses R1, and unfortunately Mace just felt the need to R1 with somebody in his face like that, but will lose that trade. There comes the poke. 407 damage off of that Claymore. Tries to keep the damage in, but now it looks like Mace is going to try to get away. Able to run outside of the Claymore, and here comes the R1's just going to eat that as the side of Mace, and now Mecha keeps the pressure going, but he's going to read the trade and follow up for 2 more R1s, and that's going to be 3-0 in favor of Mecha.
Mace should just helicopter. Mecha is only fucking R1ing on reaction to his R1s. Or at least, like, prediction R1ing to his R1s. If Mace just, like, helicopter rolled, this match would take a long time, but he would eventually win.
All right, and we're going to see the Claymore coming up against Splitleaf yet again. Goes for the R2 for the poke. Really just trying to walk into it, but the R1s are just too strong. The unreactable R1 comes out and just gets him in the vortex of the Greatsword. Well-known weapon for vortexing, and we'll just see if they can continue this pressure forward. Let's see if he's able to... reads out! Situation to try to play off of Mecha and actually find some damage there, but the roll poise comes through to kind of negate any type of pressure he could build off of that. Let's see if they can continue it going. They're really trying to find the pressure here. The roll's still coming out. And let's see if he can find the trade comes in.
Why?
In favor of Mecha, and that's going to be 4-0 in favor of Mecha.
Holy shit, you monkey!
I think if I was Mace in this situation, I might try to just Greatsword Mirror.
If I was Mace in this situation, I'd kill myself. That is fucking...
Mech says he's gonna switch the Corved. That'll be interesting. He's 4-0. He's just gonna try to fuck around now. Let's see if he.
I mean, I don't say I don't
use just curved. Use your brain.
I don't think switching to Rotten Grew off of Claymore against Split Leaf is necessarily messing around. He doesn't have just the free hyper armor to just reaction trade with Maced. But still, I mean, I think Curved Sword probably still wins that matchup on a weapon to weapon level. So we'll see definitely how it plays out.
Oh god, this Peach stands above all the rest, which isn't very hard to do, but good lord. I thought the Split Leaf guy was good at the game, or at least better at the game than I thought, but no, dying a Greatsword like that has just shattered my expectations of him, which I had none of.
Reaction roll comes out on the Split Leaf there from Mecha, just trying to find the way in. Here comes the Vortex from the Greatsword, not the Vortex, rather the Helicopter, able to find a little bit of chip damage and tries to find the R1 off of that. But here comes the R1 in, tries to go for the stagger, unable to land it, into trying to get that combo. Most likely is what Mace is up to here. Comes the wind up of the Helicopter, goes for the R1, unable to actually land it. And now we're just going to see the full combo come out, trying to hope that he walks into it, but goes in for the running attack. The Rotten Grew R1's going to come out and beat it. Here comes the Wiggles. He's able to, if he's panic rolling a Greatsword, he'll panic roll the Curved Sword and able to find a roll catch there, but the roll poise kind of saves Maced here, and let's see if they're able to find anything off of that. So Mecha clear advantage in terms of health here, tries to go for the Waggles, able to find the roll catch. Really good Curved Sword play we see coming out here. Doesn't able to keep the Vortex as the Split Leaf just kind of R1s out of roll there, trying to keep him at bay. It did kind of work, but he does have poison on him now, doesn't need to be aware of that.
I wonder if he doesn't have Moss.
Well, if he doesn't have bundles, it would make sense. Oh, we're gonna see the Witch Punish just coming in. 2 R1s, does not go for the stagger, instead just throws the R1s out to try to find as much damage as can. But now just the pressure's coming on, the roll catch comes in, the poison is more than likely gonna finish it out. Goes for the R1, trying to find the damage, but the poison is just leaking slowly. Oh, and there it is right there, 5-0 in favor of Mecha. So congratulations to Mecha. Mecha is our Peach tournament winner. Mace,
hey,
what's
Mace,
going on,
what's
man?
up?
Hello.
So, we're aiming to get Mecha in here, so what did you think about those final matches in your previous matches?
Final in the previous?
Yeah, like your previous tournament. Like, how did you feel like you did this tournament?
I felt like I did. I felt like I did pretty well. I think I might have wanted to switch to sword and board for the Claymore matchup, but yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking you were gonna do that too, but I was surprised you didn't. That was something I had planned out.
Yeah, I was just a little bit stubborn, but yeah,
I in here as well.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Mecha?
God.
How do you feel about your victory?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good, actually.
Right.
A little bit stressed.
But actually, really quick, something I wanted to mention really quick for both of the players. So, Maced, I will say, I think it was probably just more comfort that you stayed on the Split Leaf, but I thought you did pretty well with Split Leaf throughout the whole tournament. You did a couple really good baits. We saw a couple really good baits against Diamond where you're able to land, the full combo a couple different times, which is quite impressive in a duel, to actually hit somebody with the R1 off of Halberd. So I was pretty happy to see that. And Mecha, I gotta say, the tactics that I saw from you were quite good. For a lot of the new players, we did see a lot of panic rolling. We only saw you panic roll a few times, and the Curved Sword play was quite good for somebody who has not spent a lot of time on the weapon. So I definitely was very happy to see the outcome of both of those. You two definitely deserve to be there, and enjoy Elden Ring, Mecha.